Have you ever found yourself craving a sangria, but you don't want to waste a whole bottle of wine doing it? You wish you could make one just for yourself? Well, lucky for you, you're at the right place because I'm going to show you how to do just that. I'm going to show you guys a sangria like you've never had before. So come on down, grab a seat at the bar and get comfortable, and let's create magic, one pour, one stir, and one sip at a time. Welcome back to another episode of the Elixir Lounge. I'm Zach and we're at Galindo's Coffee and Elixirs here in the Woodlands, Texas. And today I'm gonna be showing you guys a delicious way to make a sangria without having to batch a whole gallon of it. Now, sangria, you can make a lot of different ways. What we like to use as the base is either a cognac or a brandy. It just meshes really well with the wine, with some of the other flavors. You are able to taste some of the alcohol, but because cognac or brandy have some of a fruit-forward type of taste to it, it just goes really well in the drink that is normally made with a lot of different fruits. For the wine, we like using something that's bold. So a Cabernet, a heavy-bodied Merlot, or anything that's got a similar flavor profile to that, because it's just gonna be enhanced when you add the cognac and when you add some of the other ingredients. So today we're gonna be using a Cabernet and Merlot blend called the Dugal, which is really, really nice. For cognac, we're gonna be using the Hennessy V.S.O.P, which is just a more premium, more aged. The flavor is a little bit more refined and smoother than the lower end VS type of cognac. We're also gonna be doing an orange syrup. This is something that we make here in-house. It's gonna have a lot of citrus, bold, kind of just really nice aromatic, but also adds a little bit of the sweetness to the sangria. We're gonna be doing pineapple as well, just to add a little bit more of the fruit to it. We're gonna be using yuzu, which is a staple in a lot of the drinks that we make. This is gonna bring some of the acidity to it and just kind of bring everything together. Now, two ingredients that I don't know if a lot of people use in their sangrias, but we call these kind of our secret weapon, is gonna be aromatic bitters, and that's gonna add just the right amount of spice to the sangria. Because the sangria's gotta have just a little kick to it. It can't just be just wine and cognac. It adds just the right amount of spice to make it really, really bold and just very, very tasty. And then we're gonna add a splash of Coke. Now, I like using the Coke in the glass, the Mexican Coke. I think the flavor of it is just unlike the canned ones. It's much bolder, it's richer, and we're only gonna be using just a splash of it. It's not gonna be a big amount, but just that alone there, I think makes a huge, huge difference. So with that being said, let's go ahead and make it. So we're gonna start off with our cognac. This is gonna be 3/4 of an ounce. We're gonna be using 2 ounces of our wine. And if you hear that little pop right there, anytime you guys are using a wine that's been opened, we have these gadgets here that you put on here, and then you suck out the air like this until it clicks. And if you store your wine like that, this is good for at least 2 weeks. So if you guys are using a fresh bottle, don't worry, you're not gonna end up wasting it if you have the right tools to make sure that it's good. All right, so we're gonna do 2 ounces of our Cabernet. All right, now we're gonna start adding some of our fruit juices. We're gonna start off with our pineapple here. It's gonna be 3/4 of an ounce. We're gonna do 1 ounce of yuzu. For the orange syrup, it's only gonna be 1/2 ounce. This is gonna be a richer, thicker syrup. So we don't wanna make it overly sweet. This adds just the right amount of zest and citrus to it. We're gonna do 2 dashes of our aromatic bitters. And then we're gonna top it off with just a splash of Coke. And now I know you might be thinking, I'm putting Coke in something that I'm gonna be shaking, but we're doing just a small amount of it, so it's not really gonna burst or anything like that. So it's totally safe for you guys to do it. So we're gonna do just a small splash like that. All right, we're gonna add ice, shake it. right, now we're gonna strain this into a glass with ice. Right, and to garnish it, we're gonna take an orange slice and put it right in there. A couple of stir straws, and there you have it. Your very own sangria, right? To taste it, very refreshing. You get the wine, which is really nice, so you get a nice Cabernet type of taste to it. You taste a little bit of the cognac, but between the two, the wine is really what shines. And it's just very, very refreshing. The mouthfeel on it, it's got some of the citrus as well. It's not overly sweet. And then you get just a tiny bit of spice from the aromatic bitters. That actually shines through on top of the wine. So overall, just a really, really easy to drink, very enjoyable sangria. And you don't have to make a whole gallon of it to enjoy it. So cheers. So that brings us to the end of this episode. If you guys have been following along, you know we release weekly videos, so stay tuned for what we have coming up next week. If you haven't followed us, or if this is your first time watching some of our videos, make sure to subscribe just to stay up to date with any news and new episodes that we have. We love hearing from you guys, so if you guys are experimenting, if you guys are trying out any of our drinks, let us know. We love hearing from you guys. And so until next time, thanks again for watching the Elixir Lounge.